always get them wet, make it all fun and exciting for them. And so Burma, yeah, definitely try and get me in the water, try and chuck me off and yeah, have a good time.
So as Jana enjoys the last weeks with her family, it's time for the keepers to get out to Auckland Airport. Malik's happy in Oz's den, surrounded by all his exciting smells. Now it's time for Sandra to bring Oz one step closer to the den next door.
Hey.
It's an early morning breakfast buffet at Auckland Zoo. Faith and Fudge are tucking into a Hippo's version of 20 Weet-Bix. Lucky Lazarus gets a treasure hunt for his breakfast. And over at the Otter's place, Lauren dishes out more yummy treats. The Otters never get bored with breakfast. Like a dog at the beach, every day is like the first time.
Let's go, hurry up! Come on, let's go!
Having recently moved to this enclosure, these otters are used to having a change in their environment. Today, their world is about to change yet again.
Hi, how's it going? Oh, good.
Lauren and Amy are about to introduce a furry, waterproof new friend.
They're loving this new place. Today I'm off to the airport to collect our male otter that's coming from Adelaide, so I'm getting really excited about that. And he's going to be going into the bonnet macaque enclosure in the rainforest, and then what we're going to do is take one of the otters away from the carnivore team and we're going to be putting the two together, hopefully to breed. Can you point out which one we're getting?
Yeah,
I know
sure.
it's Ghana, but I know they're difficult to tell apart.
Second, I'll just have a look. Just this little one right here.
Little girl?
Yeah.
Oh cool, so she's quite small compared to the others, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. Alright, so we don't need to mark her or anything or remember?
No, it should be fine. We'll just check her microchip before we move,
Yeah.
and she should be fine.
Lovely.
How exciting for
I
her.
know, you're going to have a boyfriend. How exciting. And baby otters.
And baby otter's so cute.
We've got a family of 6 females in here. We've got the mum Jade and then 5 of her daughters, and they're from 2 different litters. So the plan is to take the remaining female from the first litter because she's got experience with raising the second litter. She was the older sister obviously, so that would hopefully set her up for being a good mum in the future.
But when elder sister Jana leaves the enclosure, they'll have to work out who's the boss amongst themselves.
Otters are pretty resilient. Normally in the wild, there would come a point where they would potentially have to leave the group to find a mate for breeding. So it's just nature taking its course, really.
So as Jana enjoys the last weeks with her family, it's time for the keepers to get out to Auckland Airport and pick up a very special traveller. He's the zoo's latest Aussie import.
Go, little lady.
Fingers. And in. Done.
Beautiful. All right, let's go. Thank you. We'll just chuck them in the car and now we're going to get back to the zoo as quickly as we can. We just want to get them out of the crates because now that all that noise is gone, that's at least something. But we just want to get them home, get them into quarantine. Let's go.
So it's one last trip for this tired little jet setter, and Amy's crossing her fingers that the only negative effect on the new otter will be a mild dose of jet lag. Back home at the zoo, there's a fun day planned for the elephants. Kashin's been getting lots of attention since the vets found she had a lack of cartilage in her right rear leg. She's been pretty sore.
We're going to head off to the lion moat over in Pridelands and where the lions live. Lions we put inside because we can't go out there obviously with them. And the moat there is quite deep, so these guys actually have to swim by using their trunks like a snorkel, and that will be good exercise for Kashin without having any weight on that back leg.
Okay, girls, come on, let's go.
The lions have vacated their premises. Now it's safe for the big girls to come over.
Let's go.
Burma's first out with a skip in her stride,
Very good.
keen to see what's afoot.
Oh, watch out for the gate.
Not far behind is a slightly slower but just as excited Kashin.
Go, Kibby. Up. Go, Bim, taha. Kashin's swim today is going to be very good for her. Basically, these guys being so heavy, they're quite buoyant in the water, and that takes all the pressure off those back legs. It's very important she keeps her exercise up, and this is a really good way that she can keep that exercise going on. She's going to be a little bit sort of uncertain at first going into the line area. There's going to be all these new smells, plus you've got the fact of them also eating meat as well, and so that would be perhaps a little concerning until she works out that it's all okay and safe, and we'll try and reassure her, and then, like I say, get her in the water and she can go for a bit of a swim and have a bit of a play. Good girl. All the way, Kashin, taha. Hey, boy, let's go. Hey, boy, taha. Watch your back, you're grown now. Taha. And then, nice
This is lion territory.
Good girl. Taha.
Burma can tell,
Okay,
and
watch
she's
your
a bit
back.
cautious. Now it's Kashin's turn.
Watch your back. That's a good one.
She's got to perform a cheeky limbo to get under the gate. Luckily, it doesn't seem to bother her. There's a reward for all this manoeuvring: huge bunches of bamboo. These girls can demolish 200 kilos of kai every day, and Burma's not shy. Kashin's barely through the gate before she's into it. Her appetite's even bigger than Burma's.
Yeah. We'll just give them a chance to browse and just relax themselves, and then we'll head off to the moat and go for a bit of a swim. You'll probably find she'll be a little bit slow getting into the water, purely because it does drop off reasonably quickly, but it's also unstable footing, and because she can't really see through the water, she'll be testing each and every step. Oh, should we go for a swim? I think so.
Burma's in no hurry for a swim, just a couple more mouthfuls first.
Big food. No, not that one, the other one. Oh, you're getting me in trouble.
Kashin and Burma have got their togs on.
Okay. Diddy. Okay, Diddy. Nice one, Diddy.
Some swim therapy in the lion's moat will hopefully help Kashin's sore knee feel better.
I haven't got any dates. The heater, let's go to heater. Go, boot, daha. All the way, boot, daha. Get in there, bush. I know. Can't just stand there and not do nothing.
It looks like Burma's chickening out. Maybe it's too cold.
Hurry up, boot, daha.
Kashin's doing her own trunk temperature test.
That's a big girl. Go, boot, daha.
With a bit of encouragement, Burma's in.
That's a big girl, nice and cautious. That's a good offer. Daha, boot, daha.
Andrew should watch out for tidal waves. But Kashin's still not convinced.
You got here in your hand, didn't you?
Kashin doesn't want to miss out on all the fun, so finally she takes the plunge.
All the way, Kashin, daha. Good girl. Oh, boot, daha. Whoa, Casey bear, don't pull it. Hey, Cash, go. Go, Cash, go. Okay, boot, daha.
It's a great day out for Kashin and Burma. It's hard to know who's having the most fun, Andrew or the girls.
Burma, what are you doing? Whoa! Oh, we're just getting wet, making it all fun and exciting for them. And so Burma, yeah, definitely try and get me in the water, try and chuck me off, and yeah, have a good time. Okay, you. I'm out of here. I've had enough. Yes. Go, Boo, go! Go, Boo, go! Good girl.
Swims over and Burma's out of there.
Girl.
Kashin's a bit more cautious than usual because of her leg and that slippery bank.
Okay, man.
You're right, Cash Bear.
Good girl, Cash, go, huh?
You can do it.
Oh,
Go,
Cash,
Cash.
go!
That's the girl. Big street. All the way.
But with a bit of encouragement, she's up and away.
I know. Push her out the way.
Very good. Very good.
And with her aqua aerobics over, there's only one thing on her mind: a bite to eat in the Bamboo Cafe.
Went really well. Like, those guys got quite excited and stuff. She struggled quite a bit, and that's, you know, previously she would have gone in a lot quicker, but with her sore legs now and feet, she gets a lot more cautious. That sort of exercise that we're going to have to do a little bit more often. We do it quite a bit anyway, but we just have to think a little bit more about how we work stuff and really just monitor that that stifle, that hind leg, that stifle joint there, just to see how it goes over the next little while.
It'll be a slow road to recovery, but Kashin's cheerful personality is likely to lighten the load.
Kashin's a happy elephant, you know, and you just saw her there with all the clucking and all the trumpeting and stuff like that. We can get her so excited. You come in the morning and she's excited to see you and stuff. And so as long as that, you know, that's there and that whole excitement about living and having the fun stuff that we do, then there's obviously a quality of life there, and she loves being around.
Home time for the girls. Once they're out of the gate, the lions are let back in. They're wondering what on earth happened to all their trees. What about the new male otter? Well, the travelling is finally all over for him. Now the keepers are anxious to find out how their smallest passenger has coped with his trans-Tasman trip.
You right? Yeah. Okay. Hello, sweetheart. Oh, look how big you, my good lord. He is huge. He's like a giant river otter. Oh, he's on his little rock. You're going to be twice the size of your girlfriend. He's a lot different from females. He's huge. We had the last couple of male otters I've worked with haven't been anywhere near this big, so he's a big boy. He's a big Aussie bloke. He's going to dwarf our little girls. Would you like another one? Would you like some more? This is so amazing. He is just brilliant. He's come straight out. He hasn't been phased at all. He's eating. He's not sort of being aggressive towards us. He just seems totally relaxed, like nothing's phased him. And typical of an otter to come out and think of the stomach first. So we'll happily give you some food, won't we? Yes, we will.
The new otter is in amazing condition with nothing to declare. But before he meets his new girlfriend, he'll have to spend a month on his own in marine quarantine. Across the zoo, someone's about to be lonely no longer. Tiger toy boy Oz has explored Malik's den and her outside enclosure. Today, it's female Malik's turn. She's about to go and visit Oz's place for the very first time.
Just waiting to go over, aren't you? Haven't you been sleeping there all night? Oh, good girl. Well, today what we're going to do is actually put Malik over to Oz's enclosure. But what we're going to do is, instead of having Oz shut away in his crate where they've just got visual access, we're moving one more step further where they're actually going to have nose-to-nose access. This morning they're both frantically calling to each other. She seems to always want to be over there now, so I'm reading that it's going to be quite positive. Oh, good girl.
Unlike Oz, Malik is supremely confident crossing over the raceway tunnel.
That's a good girl. What you doing? Hello, sweetie. Good girl. Good girl. She's just enjoying his blanket there beside where we want to put them. next to each other. So we'll give her a bit of time to relax in there on her own, just a little bit before we bring him in. Don't want to do it immediately, just as she's got in there. She just needs to find her bearings a bit. But yeah, she's really enjoying his blanket. Good girl. Oh, you big smoocher. You big smoocher. Just watching her do that, she's just so cute when she does that. She's just rubbing all over it. And it's like, oh, really neat. Oh!
Malik's reaction to Oz's scent couldn't have been better. Even though they still haven't touched, they seem to be totally in love.
And you can hear Oz now calling to her. They might start calling together. Oh! Look at you.
This is big. Keepers from all over the zoo leave their respective charges for a while to come and check out the tigers. Malik's happy in Oz's den, surrounded by all his exciting smells. And Oz knows she's in there. Now it's time for Sandra to bring Oz one step closer to the den next door. This is the big moment. Oz is going to earn those stripes.
Oh, big smoochy girls. Oh, he's dead. If she wasn't in season or she was scared of him, she'd be at the other end of the enclosure sort of looking to go out. She's full on, she's very confident and she's sort of saying so. It's just what we're hoping for. I mean, her behaviour is just so a female cat in season at the moment. She's just, yeah, rubbing all over the bars.
And now the tigers have ticked this mating box, it's time to get serious.
What we're doing is we're putting up a camera for the evening. We've put Oz and Malik next to each other, but obviously we have to go home at the end of the day. So this is a camera that can observe their behaviour and their attitudes to each other overnight. And we'll just see if we get how many positive reactions we get out of it. And then if all goes to plan, and we'll record the footage in the morning and have a good look and see whether they're ready to go together. When you're dealing with big, aggressive cats, it can be quite dangerous. It's really important to get it right and know exactly what you're doing because you're dealing with quite a dangerous situation for, well, usually for the female cat. We've got every precaution that we'll be taking to make sure that nothing happens to Oz or Malik. Obviously Oz is the bigger of the one and the more powerful, so it's more Malik that we'd have to worry about. We have a lot of concerns about her. We'd be absolutely devastated if anything happened to her. But I think, you know, looking at her, she's happy as Larry. She really is. So we'll just leave them undisturbed overnight, and I'm all really excited. It'll be fantastic to see what that's going to show us in the morning.
There's a similar process underway for primate team leader Amy. She's about to put the female otter in with the new Aussie boy, who's fresh out of quarantine.
This is Jana, the female, and we're going to put her on the left-hand side, and hopefully I'll let her out and she won't go for me and take her frustrations out on me.
The small clawed otters will live side by side in separate enclosures before moving in together, and then moving outside to breed.
I think I'll face you. Facing away from me is always best. Are you ready, missus? We used to say you can't call yourself a carnivore keeper until you've had an otter bite, and I've worked with them for quite a long time, so yeah, I've been bitten. It's not nice. Oh, goodness. Don't you bite my fingers. You ready? Here you go. You can come out. It's a girl. You can come out. Would you like some of this? Hi. You want any of that? Obviously not. Good girl. So we'll put it in the pool. There we go. Yeah, we probably won't see her for the rest of the day. Push my luck. Yeah.
While little Jana settles into her temporary home, her boyfriend-to-be is ready to move too.
Oh, you're a heavy man. Right, so this is Juno the male. Just going to put him in. He's a bit, been a bit feisty in quarantine, so it's going to be interesting to see how he is when he comes out. Hi, little man. Oh, look at your little hands. You're so cute. Please don't go for meek. Good boy. Have a look. Oh, you can fit under there. He seems to be doing really well. He's quite brave, a lot braver than Jana. The plan now is just to leave them to it. We will be keeping a close eye on them just to see if there's any interaction between them through the fence. And if it all looks positive, then hopefully this time tomorrow we'll have them together. So fingers crossed.